Here are my top 10 tips. Tip number 1, dummy mount. For surfing, skating, kite surfing, any of those kinds of sports, dummy mount's going to give you a fantastic perspective, and it's also going to give you a little bit of flexibility in that you can take the camera from that first person perspective and turn it around and hold it out in front of you like that, and then when you're done, pop it back in your mouth, or you could probably put it in your pocket if you're finished filming. So it's by Scotch, not sponsored. I've mentioned it before, but what you can do is create a mount that goes on your helmet that uses, there was a mount that came out that was actually for like a helmet mount, and it had some stretchy stuff like that, but because it's curved like that, you can see that, it actually fits perfectly onto the curve of this helmet. So when the camera doesn't have that mount on there, you barely notice it because the helmet's all black. And I'm telling you, I would be pretty confident saying this is going to stay on while you're riding. So this is a real, didn't have it on properly. When you get it right, you're going to get that nice click, and that is not going to come off. Tip number 3, chest mount. Now you can buy one from GoPro, or you can buy one of those packs that you can see on Amazon. That's where I got this, not from Amazon specifically, but on eBay, where you get a whole bunch of accessories, and this allows you to kind of play around with a few different accessories and work out what you're really going to use. Sorry GoPro, your stuff's too expensive. Chest mount. Tip number 4, power bank, and it's actually got a micro USB and a USB Type-C built into it. So that allows me to charge my GoPro up, or maybe even run it a little bit longer for a time lapse. Tip number 5. So I've made a hole in the side of that case so that I can plug in a cable. That allows me to use this camera for time lapses. This hole in the side of here allows me to plug it in. I've plugged it in for time lapses. Really handy, but it's still in that protective case, and it's still got that mount. Tip number 6, selfie stick. Now this is the one by DJI, and I really like it because it actually gives you pretty good extension, but it packs down small enough to just be the size pretty much of a normal little handle. Okay guys, tip number 7. You get yourself one of these little phone mounts, or these phone stands. So that's going to give you that really good vlogging kind of position. You can sit that somewhere. You take your selfie stick that's got a thread on the bottom, you throw the tripod stand on the bottom of that and put the GoPro on the top of that, level that all up, and you got yourself a super compact extendable tripod that packs down to almost nothing. And maybe you want to record an interview or something, and you want to take photographs at the same time. You can set up the GoPro, pretty much sits at the height that you would need it to sit for somebody sitting in a chair, and it's good to go. Tip number 8, the pole mount. The pole mount? So if any of you remember this attachment that you got when you bought something like the Hero3 or the Hero3 Plus, they had a surfboard leash plug mount. So that was designed to go into your surfboard, like be screwed into your surfboard or something, I don't know. But what I've done is I've taken that little mount and I've attached it to the handle of a paint roller. So you get yourself a normal painting pole, and you can thread that attachment onto there, and then you just go to the hardware store and you can get some really cool aluminium super long extendable poles. Find yourself a plastic paint roller, cut the handle down, and get a GoPro mount attached to that. Okay? Hey GoPro, turn off. Tip number 9. Remember these, the wrist mount. I think it was originally kind of made for surfing and diving, but what you can use this for is actually mounting onto like a bull bar or onto a roof rack of your car, and you've got a really stable, sturdy way to attach your GoPro to your car. So if you're into off-road driving and you want to quickly mount your GoPro to your bull bar or your roll cage or something like that, the wrist mount is actually really handy for that. And again, your GoPro is going to be in a case and it's going to be protected. Alright guys, tip number 10, create your own vlogging kit. You can create your own vlogging kit using things that you probably already have. So I've got my mobile phone connected to the Rode Video Micro. I've got the holder of the DJI Osmo, which connects to all of this stuff. I've got an Aperture light, and we're going to use, again, we're back to this 1/4" thread. Screw that on there. Now it's not exactly compact, but what you have here is the ability to record decent audio from your shotgun mic to the phone. You've got light, and then you've got a camera that's capable of shooting 5K, which you can then hold like that as a vlogging rig, or if you wanted to set it up and stand it somewhere, you're good to go. So those are my top 10 tips. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.